Well, hello and peace be with you. I hope all is well. So lately I've been seeing videos on Instagram. They always start with, no one told me or they told me. So I wanted to react to this one because I can relate to her point of view. She appears to be Muslim and I want to react to it. So here it is.
Everything they said that was going to make me happy. I built a career. I got my own place. I went on solo trips like a pro, the best hotels, flying business, you name it, right? The works. And I stayed independent. But no one told me about how lonely I was going to be on those trips. Being successful looks really good on the outside, but and I'm proud of everything that I did. Don't get me wrong. Like, alhamdulillah, I'm very proud of all of my accomplishments, but it was very lonely. I feel very lonely all the time. Like success doesn't check in on you when you're spiraling at home. Doesn't check in with you when you're having a bad day. Doesn't check in with you when you miss your family back home. Don't get me wrong, like being strong got me very far in my career, and I'm very proud of everything that I've done, but I'm done pretending that I'm okay because I'm not.
Okay, so there it is. Who is this they I keep hearing about? They told me, I followed the rules, I did this, I did that. Who is this they? And what is the alternative? I mean, in this case, you have this beautiful, smart, obviously educated, and possibly a high achiever. The only thing that is missing is someone special in her life. Her love life is not there at this moment, although I am a firm believer of what's delayed is not denied. What is this supposed to mean? Because we are used to seeing men condemning women for having choices, for having opportunities and education, and to wait if they want to wait, to choose who they want to marry, and to have standards. Because if anything, we have a society everywhere in the world that has been telling women, after a certain age, you're supposed to get married. It's the opposite of what she's claiming. These days, we have movements like the incel community and red pill movements who are basically telling women, if you pass the age of mid-20s, your eggs have been fried and you're basically up to no good. Now, someone from my part of the world, I'm used to hearing that all the time. It is still very fresh. It is what's expected. You reach 20, if you're not married, I mean, the rhetoric gets louder and louder, and nobody cares about your education or your achievements. It does not matter, because women in the West have fought for certain rights and have achieved. And that's not to say that women in the East have not. There are plenty of women who are brilliant and who have, high degrees and have achieved incredible things. But even with that, you're still expected to get married while you're still young. You can get your education, but and it's a beautiful thing. Why not? I mean, if you can have it all, why not? If you can have it all, if you can have your personal achievements all together, all at once, including the matters of the heart, and having children while you're still energetic, it's a beautiful thing. I am not the one who would ever deny something like that, because it's what I think most people want. Most women I've ever known regardless of their accomplishments, have always wanted to get married and have children. I mean, every now and then I have met some women that didn't really care whether or not they have children, but for the most part, every woman I have ever known wanted to find love and live happily ever after. But that doesn't always happen. You know, life is life, and we have our plans, and then, you know, we have plans that have been planned for us, especially if you're a believer. You have plans, and then, you know, God has plans for you, in my case, as a believer. And so this young woman, who seems to be a Muslim, said Alhamdulillah, which means, you know, praise to God. I'm not ashamed, she says, of my accomplishments, because it got me very far. Well, what's the alternative? Like, who is this they, first of all, and what is the alternative? Because if you're Muslim, you believe everything happens by God's will, and whatever was meant for you will come to you no matter what. And here you have this beautiful young woman. She looks young, maybe early 30s or even late 20s, talking as if she already has given up. Well, you know, when am I going to have my full circle, you know, because I was told to get this and that and the other, and now I'm lonely. I mean, think about all the young women around the world who have not had the opportunities that you have had, or women like this young woman have had, who actually are forced to wait to be chosen by some man. And if that man is ever a little late, God forbid, and she passes a certain age, well, she's kind of screwed, because now not many men will choose her, because she will be seen as someone whose eggs are about to dry up. And she does not have the freedom to travel. She does not have the freedom, if God forbid she ends up marrying the wrong person, because you can get married and even marry someone who you think is the man of your dreams and be miserable, because situations change, people change. Love doesn't guarantee happiness. People can be so madly in love and things change, you know. But now this young woman doesn't have the choice to leave this marriage, because she's economically shackled to this relationship. And if this man is not very kind to her, if he doesn't do right by her, she can be trapped into a life of misery. The things she said, you know, I have done the solo travel and I've done this and that. Well, you know what? This career and this money you are making, it might not buy you love, but it sure as hell can buy you a ticket to go see your family if you are homesick. It can buy you to stay at beautiful, luxurious hotels. It can buy you eating at the finest restaurants around the world, the best clothing. It can help you stay in shape. It can help you have access to spaces that you can possibly meet interesting people, or people of your caliber. It has given you the opportunity to have choices. Having an education and achieving success in your life has allowed you to have choices, because I am certain that you probably reject guys all the time, because I'm assuming you're not looking for any man, you are looking for a special man, someone who tickles your fancy. This success and education, I'm sure, contributed even to your looks, because you're pretty. Because when you have money, you can actually better take care of yourself. This education and achievements have given you the courage, the confidence to sit there and make a video like this on Instagram and share it with the world, because you know you're not looking for anyone, just anyone. You're looking for a special kind of person, and that person might find you after watching this video. So, my dear, don't belittle education and achievements for women, because we have to fight for every little thing we have. Because even though having an education and being successful for us women does not necessarily contribute to our personal stock, in terms of appealing to a lot of men, there are still men, some men who still want to marry and be with, smart, attractive, successful, worldly women. And for the most part, having an education and being successful eliminates a lot of jerks who naturally would be attracted to you because you're beautiful, but would most certainly not be good for you. A lot of these type of men would never mess around with you. And thank God for that. Because, as you know, narcissistic bad boys can be very attractive and charming. And oftentimes, the most brilliant, smart, articulate, highly educated, strong women often fall in love with these type of men. And they make their life's mission to break and destroy these kind of women. But thank goodness, with everything that's going on, technology and our education, and we can easily recognize this type of men. Having choices is freedom. It is an absolute freedom. And any person who will be intimidated by your achievements, well, thank goodness that's not someone you would want to have in your life in the first place. And especially if you are Muslim, you should know better, because we came to this world incomplete, and we will be leaving this world incomplete, even if you end up finding the man of your dreams. There's no one in the world that does not want to love and be loved. It's never too late. Never ever too late. Never ever give up. Because what's delayed is not necessarily denied. Thank you so much for your time.